Good morning. How's it going? I am officially 36 hours into my fast. I will be eating in another couple hours here. I went ahead and went over 24 hours just to prove to myself that 24 hours is the hardest part. Here at 36 hours, I feel like I could go to 48, 72, all these other things. But that's not what we're doing. I've experienced my moments of autophagy and everything is going great. I wanted to talk about the type of fast I did this time because it's slightly different. And what's really great about node cycling is it really does teach you that you have absolute, total, 100% everyday control of your body. I think we've proven with Hollywood that people can gain weight or lose weight if they want to intentionally to make a roll, and that's the same thing with your body. Your body is not yo-yo dieting. You yo-yoed your body if you did. The whole point of this is to try to cut out the cravings so that you can break into a new routine that you can stick to. So for this one, we really were trying. I actually had like a sore hip from jogging, and so I wanted to get some real good joint and muscle recovery. So this fast, I cut out everything except for water, creatine, and mineral water, which I got this really good deal at Costco. This big old bucket of creatine. I just pop that in some water in the morning. It gives me all the mental clarity and energy I need. So as opposed to the last fast, which I did salt water and tea, those are all, I'm going to keep trying. I tried the teleprompter. It was not very good. So we want to have a nice clean energy, without having any kind of bloating that happens that goes along with it that would cause us to see any kind of gain in what we're trying to do. So I've lost 4 pounds in 36 hours. Do I expect that to stay? No, but I do expect it to kind of taper into the bone broth method really easily. I went ahead and stuck with my muscle, joint, and ligament support. We've got the bone broth that I made from, I forgot to mention this. This was actually a cool bone broth hack. I just went to Costco and got one of their $5 rotisserie chickens. It made like 3 or 4 like high protein meals. I still have one frozen in the freezer. And I just took the carcass that was left over and turned that into bone broth. So now I have garlic, bay leaves, black peppercorns for a base in there. I strained it out. It's in the refrigerator. I'm going to take 2 cups at a time and small batch them with extra herbs like turmeric, more garlic. You can put things like rosemary in there or whatever else you want, but those are my ones that I like for muscle pain and joint recovery. Still working on the speech. So those should help advance further muscle recovery. Today's going to be just bone broth and scoops of collagen in there. That should top us off at somewhere around 35 to 40 grams of protein per bowl of soup. So I'm going to try to stop myself somewhere around 3 bowls of soup. The whole point of actually restricting myself, even though I'm just eating broth, is for one, there is plenty of protein, there's plenty of nutrients in there. What it lacks is volume. What it lacks is the feeling of fullness. And so I've been working on my gratitude and my mindfulness in the fast and outside of the fast. I keep reminding myself again that I'm not starving, I'm in autophagy. I'm changing my lyrics to the songs that I sing, and it's changing the meaning. I'm going ahead and moving into this next portion because I want to mindfully fuel. And so that's what I'm going to be doing without really doing anything that is still going to feel like if I kept that up, it would be very unhealthy and very unsafe. That is true. So it's only going to be for 24 hours. And then after that, just so that we keep prepping into things, the next phase is going to be a soft protein phase because we're going to break this fast even slower. I'm going to do a phase where it's literally you can have just shellfish fish or eggs, mostly eggs, more bone broth, and just basically those 3 things. With the added supplements, obviously the chlorella might be involved, but that wouldn't necessarily because we're still trying to stick with just protein. Once we move into the high keto phases, or I think it's called low keto when you have extremely low carbs, that's when we're going to start caring about that kind of stuff and how to work out these nodes. So a big portion of this is just kind of like unwashing yourself. If you had a setback from last week, that's not you ruining your metabolism. That's not you, oh, now you're going to end up fatter. That's not like, oh, this is what the diet is, a straight try. You are in control of your body every single day of your life. If you are in a failed diet and you decide to turn it around, you can. If you're in a successful diet and you have a slip up, it's possible you'll see it go back the other way. Your metabolism adjusts to how you treat it on a long-term basis. So if your body is used to eating healthy, and suddenly you stop eating healthy, you're going to gain weight. And same thing, if you're eating unhealthy, you start eating healthy, you're suddenly going to lose weight. It's all about your ability, your mind's ability to track and hold on to progress. And not see failure as failure. Anybody can gain 5 pounds. Anybody can lose 5 pounds. You just need to know what's going on, and you need to have more control. So node cycling is really just a self-study. It's really just self-practice. It's helping you learn self-awareness so you can have self-control. And that is going to give you the ability to mindfully eat, to fight things like binge eating, and to really control the things that you put into your body so that your current choices can help align with your long-term goals. Cheers to that.